Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction. This one is called Old Man Plays Pokemon Go, in parentheses Y with a question mark. I'm not sure what this video is about, but let's see what happens here. After I do this reaction, I'll officially be caught up with Boogie reactions, and that's besides BMG, who I'm still catching up on. Athma will be the only one left I need to catch up on, and it's her normal channel this time, not a backup. So... Alright, let's get into this reaction.
I started playing Pokemon Go again, and I just have to say, I'm actually really enjoying my time with this game. And if you've ever played this game, you know there's not a tremendous amount of gameplay here. You wander around, you find Pokemon on the map, you throw a ball at them, maybe you catch them, maybe they escape. It's not rocket surgery here. This is an amazing gameplay. The other classic gameplay elements like gym battles that have been there pretty much since the launch of the game are still there. They've improved a little bit, but it's the same concept. Back in 2018, they added the ability to play versus your friends or in these battle leagues. PvP has been in the game for quite some time, so you actually have something to do with those cool Pokemon you've collected. There's also raids in the game where legendaries or special Pokemon will take over a gym for a period of time, and then you can battle that legendary, and if you win, you get a chance to capture them. So that keeps the game pretty fresh for the most part. And even though Jesse and James are no longer part of Team Rocket in the game, Team Rocket is still around, and you can go around your town finding Team Rocket leaders and grunts and defeating them at a chance to get special Pokemon as well. All of these new gameplay features basically come up to meaning the same thing, which is a different way to find and capture and battle Pokemon. So you gotta ask yourself, why do I have 300 active friends on this game? Why do I have 800 Pokemon in my inventory? Why have I been playing this game every single day for the last 3 months? A lot of it is just wanting to touch some grass. And I don't necessarily mean Gardevoir when I say that. I mean, I want to get out into the world and experience it. And this game has actually gotten me and my girlfriend out in the car, driving around, using...
Yeah, I don't blame him for that. In fact, I may be considering the same thing soon. I haven't played Pokemon Go in so long, and when I did videos of it on my old channel, a couple of them got up to 1,000 views, so I'm wondering if I should do that again. But it's not just Pokemon Go. I want to start doing mobile game videos as well. So that's going to be a thing eventually. It's just right now I want my channel focused on the reactions. And maybe eventually live streaming, although I'll be live streaming on Twitch though, not YouTube. There's an option to stream on YouTube on Xbox, unfortunately, at least not yet. So yeah.
My cute little auto catcher to catch Pokemon so I can concentrate on driving. It's gotten me back out in the parks. It's gotten me out looking at Christmas lights and Halloween decorations. It's gotten me leaving the house. It's actually gotten me walking again. Here, you can see I've done 13 kilometers in the last 3 days, which is not a lot for the average human, but it's a lot for me. And whereas the gameplay has never really evolved, the constant events, holiday events and seasonal events and just different Pokemon dropping, different legendaries, different stuff happening in the game all the time, it keeps it relatively fresh. And have I mentioned that this game is entirely free to play with no ads? I mean, if you want to play this game for free, you're definitely going to need a full friends list to exchange gifts with every day. Then you're also going to need to drive to your downtown area where you can spend Pokestops, capture Pokemon, and battle at gyms. So there's definitely a time sink and an effort sink, or you can bypass that stuff by spending money. But if you live in a fairly well-populated area and you can spend plenty of Pokestops, you'll never run out of potions and balls and revives and things that you need to play the game, so it's basically free. With each of these events, there's generally a way to buy like a special research that gives you access to special perks and things along that lines. Sometimes it's cheap as 99 cents for a community day. Sometimes it's expensive, like $5.99 for something that's going to last all month long. But honestly, I don't mind spending a little.
If you've got an Android phone, here are 5 reasons why you need the Opera browser. Number 1 is a built-in ad blocking. Not only does this make browsing the
last all month long, but honestly, I don't mind spending a little bit of money on a free-to-play game that doesn't have ads that keeps me entertained for several hours a day. Honestly, I like supporting the games I play. But I have to say, out of all the elements that keeps me playing again, it's the social element. It's nice going out into the world with my girlfriend and my other friends and doing these shadow raids and doing these legendary raids and going to parks and just experiencing the world. And they keep adding these social features. Hardcore players don't seem to like them very much, but me and my other casual friends, we seem to like them quite a bit, so I hope they keep adding them. And playing this game again does remind me of 2016 when the gaming community came together to be obsessed with this game for a short period of time. It didn't last even for a week, but for the week that we celebrated this game's launch, it was nice to be a gamer again. And it might have been the last time that was ever the case. Called my Snorlax. Basically, as you can see, on the day this game launched, back in 2016, talk about simpler times. It was just nice to see gamers.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I'll probably get crazy views if I do Pokemon videos again. Videos again. It's just something I would like to return. But yeah, they did come out in 2016. That's when I started playing Pokemon Go. But around 2018, I stopped playing the game altogether. I'm not really sure why. I know the game messed up a lot at the time too. I mean, Monopoly Go. There's a lot of games that go at the end now. Can mess up sometimes too, but the difference with that is Monopoly Go gives awards to you if the game is messed up, in a way of saying, sorry, our game was screwing up, it's better now. Pokemon Go didn't do that when that game was messing up, so that's another thing with that too. But it would be a good way to get out of the house and for you guys to see parts of Arizona that I haven't really showcased too much of. I have a little bit, but not a bunch though. I don't know why. I did one short at Dave & Buster's. You guys are going to see some Christmas shorts from last year go up because I'm going to do more videos this year of it. So that's another thing with that too. I'm going to make an update video. I think I'm going to make an update video probably tonight. Just so you guys know what's coming. Not really big changes or anything, but it's just a recap of what to expect on my channel. So that's going to be soon.
Out in the world doing what gamers do, catching Pokemon out in the wild. You're looking at Central Park on the screen right now, but this is what the parks in my town looked like as well, for only about a weekend. But what a great weekend it was. I've always been someone that uses their mobile devices, whether it's my Nintendo DS or my Switch or my mobile phone, to just make me feel a little bit better in the world, to distract me from the anxiety or the politics or whatever's going on in my personal or private life. Pokemon Go perfectly exemplifies that. So many video games these days are just filled with modern politics and modern stuff that I'm trying to escape from to begin with. But every time I boot up one of these Pokemon games, I know that I'm just going into a world with simpler issues and simpler problems and simpler gameplay, and I can just escape for a while. And video games have always been that for me, a good way to escape. And that's the best part about this game. It gives me something to do with my cell phone that isn't just arguing with people on Twitter. It gets me out into the world with my friends and my girlfriend. I get to see nature. I get to see the Christmas lights. I get to see people in general, and it just beats the alternative of sitting in this house being miserable. That's a gameplay worth getting into. So many of my favorite escapism properties, whether it's Marvel and Star Wars and everything Disney owns, or it's video games, or my favorite game, Magic the Gathering. They used to be these great forms of escapism that allowed me to just forget about the world for a little while. And so many of these things had social elements. Loving Star Wars, loving Marvel, loving these games with my friends allowed me to forget about the stuff that I was trying to escape from to begin with. Unfortunately, most of these things seem to be very deep into talking about that stuff, for better or for worse. But the escapism is all but gone for me. I don't watch these things to escape from that stuff. I watch this stuff to get knee deep into it. But that's exhausting. I need escapism. And I feel like Pokemon is a perfect example of a game that has no room for modern day politics. It's always going to be all escapism. I mean, how do you put politics into this or this? I don't think you can. Not only does Pokemon Go give me escapism from the trials and tribulations of the modern world, not only does it remind me of just a simpler time, but it actually gives me escapism from the social media hell I've built for myself. It gives me escapism from my own home. It gets me out into the world, into nature, exploring the universe with my friends and forgetting that the world sucks sometimes. When it comes to the game itself, if I were to rate this game on a scale from 1 to 10, Tears of the Kingdom being my 10 out of 10, this game's like a 5. But just like Animal Crossing in 2020, that was the game we needed then. And right now, for me, Pokemon Go is the game I need right now. If you need it too, don't forget, you can download it for free. This is not a sponsored spot. I'm not getting paid to do this. I just wanted to share my joy of a video game with you, and I hope it helps. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.
And anyways, that was an interesting video. But yeah, I might get back into Pokemon Go. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one.